we've only done 6 of the courses, yet I feel like I'm actively dreading doing the last 2. I shouldn't be, but yet here we are. What is up, YouTube? I'm your friendly neighborhood Endman64, and I'm bringing you some more Mario Kart DS as part of the 50th LP extravaganza, where we take a look back on my career as an LPer, which we haven't done yet, but I'm going to be doing that when we get to a much more expansive game that doesn't piss me off as much. Most likely, that's going to be Mario Kart Wii. And again, we expect that game to piss me off too at some point. Let's see, we've been Mario, we've been Peach, we've been Yoshi, we've been Toad, we've been Daisy, we've been Dry Bones. We're running out of characters not to use without the fat guy. And, fine. Wario. Let's see. What cars can I use for you? Your own isn't terrible. I'd like it to have a little bit more acceleration to it. What would you look like with Luigi's? That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. What about Mario's? Not bad either. I like that. That's Waluigi's? Ooh, I like that too, though. I don't know. I don't know. Alright, we'll give your car a shot, Wario. Alright, so we're up to the last 2 courses. We have the Special Cup and the Lightning Cup. Wario Stadium, Peach Gardens, Bowser Castle, and Rainbow Road. Unlike Mario Kart Double Dash's Rainbow Road, this one is much fairer. In fact, honestly, I'd say it's one of my favorite interpretations of Rainbow Road. If you ask me. Let's see how bad Wario's drift. It's not terrible. I like the speed. The speed is a big upgrade over the last few cars I've used. Even though I've spent 2 of the previous 6 courses using friggin' the Toadmobile. Alright, Wario. Oh, what the hell did Bowser hit? Oh, it must have one of the fireballs. Okay, so, now that we're here, we can maybe, I know I said I'd want to start at maybe Mario Kart Wii, but we may want to actually start with a bit of a retrospective on me in general. Like, I don't really do retrospectives on me, but why the hell not? Now, some of you may not be aware, Pokemon Fire Red was not my first LP. The original LPs are lost to time because apparently the music I was using for those was claimed as super bad copyright, even though I've never heard anyone use them in anything before, but again, I digress. Back in those days, I used Super Radio Compact Disco music, and then I also used like this really cheesy, generic, like Disney music for some things, where I used to do updates on Movie Maker because I was a cheap pleb and I couldn't afford anything else. Then again, I was using Movie Maker for years after that. So, yeah, that's something. But my first general LP, I think, was Mario Party 2. Where I just wanted to do some Mario Party videos and make that as like a secondary thing on my channel. But then the thought occurred to me where I'm like, I'm pretty good at this, all things considered, and openings really weren't going to last. I knew openings really weren't going to last forever. So, to my amazement, they've lasted this long. So I'm like, maybe I can do something, you know, a little different with my channel. And the LPs have really been something where I've been able to express myself creatively and progress really as a person and as a YouTuber for a while now, because we've been doing this basically on good since Pokemon Fire Red back in 2014, 2015, when I got my first laptop to work with. Yes, that laptop lasted me that long, but until it decided it was ready to just commit suicide. With that in mind, we'll take a look at my first few LPs where I was really just trying to learn the ropes, because I didn't have a lot of good recording technology. I didn't have, like, I didn't know what I was doing for most part. I was just playing the game and trying to explain things to the best of my ability. I've obviously improved since then, but remember, it was the first time I'd ever done something on that scale, so it was like, you gotta bear with a guy every now and then. So Pokemon Fire Red was the first LP I did, and it was the first full LP I did, like that I count, because the other videos are lost to time. And I love Fire Red, because it's one of my all-time favorite Pokemon games. And since I didn't want to do Gen 1 with how glitchy it was, it worked wonders for me, because, well, I love Gen 3, I love the Kanto remakes, and yeah, I just enjoy those games. If there was something I could take back and probably look back on and try over again, honestly, that's one of the LPs where I wouldn't do that, because when you think about it, I got the team I mostly wanted. The only regret I had really was not getting a better Psychic type, because Kadabra is good, but like I could have had Mr. Mime, I could have had Starmie, I could have had Hypno. I just did not. I could have had any number of good Psychic-type Pokemon to use in that LP, and in the end I got stuck. In the end I ended up just using Kadabra, because that's what I normally used. That would probably be the only one I would take back. But since I've learned more and more as time has gone on about how Pokemon works, I don't mind that I made a dud choice there. LP number 2 was The Lion King on the SNES, which, again, I think is one of the few of my early LPs that's definitely stood the test of time. It's a game that I know very well, and is also on par with this one in terms of being a dirty bitch. I will say, though, one of the things I do enjoy about that game, even looking back on it now as part of like that collection pack that they have, and what I've done with it, is just the fact that it's unapologetically tough. Like, a lot of games, like, they'll remake them and they'll make them like insanely easier. I feel like Spyro, the Reignited trilogy, is a little bit easier than the original games used to be, but then again, I grew up with the original game, so it's possible that could just be me projecting what I wanted the games to be instead. Then again, I was also not expecting the Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy to be as insane as it was, but again, here we are. Lion King has remained one of the trickiest games to play, and I don't blame them for doing what they did. But for a Disney game, it seems like a little far-fetched, because Aladdin came out the year before that and was acclaimed on the Genesis, and made by the same people that would make Lion King, so it's weird that they made it so brutally challenging, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world that they did. I understand why they did it, and it makes the game like infamously challenging to people who've never played it before. And I love hearing horror stories about people who've never beaten the game before. And it's just like kind of funny if you get down to it. Like, I used to never be able to make it past the ostriches, and I just can't wait to be king. And now I can do it basically without even flinching. In fact, when I hit the ostriches, I'm more upset with myself than I am at the game, because it's second nature to me now. I've done that game. I've played that game so many times in my lifetime. I really wouldn't take anything back from that LP, because the LP really didn't like alter me that much, because it was one of those quickie ones. It was only like 5 episodes, and then I did 5 as more of another part of the Let's Sorta plays right before my channel basically shit itself. Well, not my channel. Elgato shit itself on me, but you get the drill. Number 3 was Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories, which the only thing I would take back is I would do the PlayStation version, because because now I have to play the PlayStation version at some point so I can have the whole Kingdom Hearts experience on YouTube. But I like the Game Boy Advance one a bit better because it's not as clunky. The combat's not as clunky. There's actually ways you can break the game left and right that the game never even thinks of. It's not like the other one. The other game is also equally broken. The PS2 one is also, or the PS4 one in my case, is also equally broken, as there's some new slates in the game that are absolutely devastating, but it's not like like a world beater type of difficulty. Or like game-changing thing. I enjoy the game. I honestly would wish that the game would go back, and I'm still contemplating going back and doing it. It's most likely not going to happen because I originally planned it as being a stream-only project, but as we know, I'm probably not going to get back into streaming. It's not a me thing. I like having control over my projects. Give me some good. That's not good, but I'll take it, I guess. Oh. I was buoyed by Waluigi the whole time? Okay. Oh, okay. 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 I like this Rainbow Road, too. I don't think I'm going to go back and do Chain of Memories. I would like to. There are some elements of it that I do have fun with. But I will say there are also some other elements of the game that I don't enjoy on the extra version. Like, I don't like the extra modes of, like, dual things with Riku. It's not fun. Goodbye, Dry Bones. Okay, let's try to keep it in the middle. Wario in the middle, in the middle, in the middle. And I missed it, so I can't lay a trap. Oh, God, but Waluigi can. Just don't launch any backwards, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. I will take finishing in fourth. I will take finishing in fourth if I have to. Alright. What was number 4 was Pokemon Heart Gold. And every little thing that I might have had an issue with in my first Heart Gold LP, I fixed up in the action replay, so I really don't have anything much to say about that except for the fact that how much I adore the Gen 2 remakes. They are legitimately some of my all-time favorite Pokemon games, and if it weren't for Coliseum and XD, they probably would be my all-time favorites. Excuse me, how did Waluigi basically just knock me over? That's a crock of shit. But whatever. I really don't have much to say on that, except I do enjoy the fact that I actually took advantage of the, that time around, the same type attack, not the same type attack bonus, the physical special split that time around. The second time, at least. The first time, I more or less didn't really know what I was doing with it, and I was probably getting pissy that some moves weren't doing as much damage as others were. I'll take fourth. It's not the end of the world. I think I still win. Yes, I do. Perfect. And we'll continue on from LP number 5 next time when we're battling. Because we got to do 2 different battle modes. At least I think in this one. I'm like 67% sure there are 2 battle modes. I don't think it's just the balloons. If it is, then damn, we're going to have this very easily. Then I can just do 1 episode. If it's 2, then I'll have to do 2 different ones. Look at that ugly mug Bowser has. Doesn't matter because Jake and the Fat Man wins. Though I did not miss. Good job, Wario. And good job, me. Actually, oh shit, I just realized we have another cup to do. That was not the cup I wanted. That was not the droid I was looking for. Yeah, no, sorry. Sorry, credits. You don't get the roll for this one. You may roll for the lightning cup. If I want to do that. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Join me next time, Endman fans and non-Endman fans who are watching this because it got recommended to them for some asinine reason, thanks to YouTube's algorithm. Join me next time where we take on the Lightning Cup as part of the 50th LP Extravaganza, and we continue to look back on the legacy that is my channel, which is embarrassing. to say the very least. Until we meet again, my lovelies, sayonara.